Welcome to my channel. Today is our seven, seven. Why do we do this? Today's the start of our 7-day sourdough bake-a-thon for August. Okay, this month we're doing something a little different every month. The basis of this series is to make something new, one recipe, one day for 7 days. Um, Using my sourdough discard. Okay, and I'm just gonna introduce you to my children. So this is Fred. That's Fred. Okay. He's the big no, he's not the baby, he's the big guy. He's Junior. And then this is Frederica. Yes, I named my sourdough this first. Don't touch me, I will give you Junior. And we have Fred Senior. So this is the big guy. He's the one that created these two children. Okay. Now I refreshed him yesterday. He is a bit sluggish. Because he hasn't risen much. This is a lot. I mean, he's starting down here. This is a lot. I'm used to him coming like near here and then falling. So I'm not sure if he's not happy because I actually use cold water. I know some people say it doesn't make a difference. My starter doesn't like cold water. I'm just saying. So we're going to be using these guys throughout the 7 days. But this is all about redemption. This is me making everything that failed since I started making things with my sourdough discard, not the starter, the discard. But again, at this point, my discard is a starter because I don't use anything else. Okay. Now, we're going to be making banana bread. Sounds simple. It really does sound simple. Okay. For my two regular sized bananas. It's simple. But I made it on live last month, which was July, and I made banana pudding. And I'm determined to make banana bread again. There is a video living on my channel, so I know I can make banana. So anyways, that's what we're gonna be doing today. And for the rest of the week, we're gonna do things like hot dog breads, well, buns, because that failed me. Sweet potato, sourdough bread, that also failed me. Um, There's something else. There's a few things. Pizza, because I mean the first one was good, but the first one was when I'm just like getting into sourdough. So we're gonna make pizza again. And maybe we'll make a focaccia. There's a few things on the list of things that I want to make through this 7 days. So you guys get to vote on what you want to see me make on that particular day. That's how this works. Usually you vote for what you want me to make, but this time I already know what I'm making. I am just going to try and perfect these recipes because I cannot be embarrassed anymore. It can't happen. Okay. So it's the same recipe in case you were wondering. It's the same recipe. And you see what I have here? No demerara, only light brown. And I need to add regular size bananas. Last time I had bananas, they were like one was one was the size of these two, and I used two of them, like a little, I'm an idiot, but I was a smart kid. But anyways, we're gonna get into this. If you're just joining, this is a sourdough bake-a-thon. We're making different things every single day with sourdough this time. It's been fun. No added yeast, no baking powder. However, this recipe calls for baking soda. I'm gonna use it because I'm not gonna be embarrassed. I'm not going to be embarrassed. Okay. Most of the things that we make do not require anything other than discard. So that's what we're gonna use. But this recipe does require a little bit of baking soda, nothing much. So we're starting with two regular potatoes. Potatoes! Oh my goodness. Did I say potatoes before? Not ready for this day. It's not going to be a fun day. I mean, I'm joking. It's going to be fun, but why did I say potatoes? Bananas. Bananas, bananas. And you know what's funny? I am always 100% ready. And I was ready this morning. You know, things got in the way and blah, 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 blah. Now we're starting. Two regular sized bananas. If the bananas look bigger than this, use one. Maybe one and a half. Okay. But if they're regular sized bananas, two. No more than two. If you do, you're gonna make pudding. You're gonna make pudding like I did. You do not want that to happen again. No. Okay? It's not happening. I'm tired of embarrassing myself on this live stream. It can't happen. Okay? So we're just gonna mash it in. As you can see, it was already soft, it was nice and ripe. Ripe is best. Honestly, if you want to, I'm just moving so I can see you can see me. Right? Ripe is best. So don't throw them out. Sometimes I freeze if I'm not able to get to it right away. But don't throw them out. You can make banana fritters. There's a video on my channel. Banana bread. Simple. You'll probably make like a little cake, but you can make like a small sheet pan. You can make bars with them. I have a recipe on my channel with that too. So it should be good. So we have banana. We're gonna add some salt. Now it's gonna be about 1 teaspoon of salt. I'm not gonna measure. Maybe I should because the clump just fell in. Because I don't have a lot of salt. Yeah. This is a clump of salt. I'm not gonna use all of that. A little. So 1 teaspoon. If you're not big on salt, half teaspoon. That works too. Just use what's. I think I want to say use what's best for you. But I put 1 teaspoon of salt most times because the salt enhances the flavor. And that's what you want. You want the sourdough flavor to come through along with the banana and the sugar. Like, I don't know how to explain it, but it'll just enhance it. You know? Why is it in there? Look at it. Almost went pause. We added the salt. Now we're gonna add the sugar. Because I don't understand what's going on over here. I'm trying to take my time to do this because I don't want to make banana pudding. I know what I'm doing. I just need it to happen so there's proof that I know what I'm doing. We're gonna use brown sugar. Now, this is wait, let me use this one. This is golden, yellow, brown. Anything this color or lighter, or a tad bit darker. But what you don't want to use, and I have to show you because that's what I used the last time. Okay. So what you don't want to use is this one. You don't want to use this one at all. Okay, Mr. Perfection. This is going to turn it into pudding. Unless you want to make pudding, use this one. This is what I used last time on my live stream. Did not work. I ain't gonna talk about it. Yeah, you probably would have, but we're not going to talk about this. Or if you don't want to use this one, this is the light one. Okay, you can use dark brown, just not demerara. It's more wet and it's more heavy, and it's just not something that's gonna. It's not gonna work. It's not gonna work for this recipe. It might work for other recipes, but not this one. This one, listen, trust me. Okay, I've done this. I've made all the mistakes, so you don't have to. Okay, and I like weighing my ingredients. It's gonna be a good live day today. I like weighing my ingredients. Most people use cups. I don't. I stopped using cups years ago because I find weighing is more accurate and it's better. in my opinion. I'm not an expert. I'm just sharing all the things that work for me, and I never had any issues. Okay, so my sugar has a little bit of lumps, but we're gonna add, make sure it's right, 220 grams of sugar. Now that seems like a lot of sugar, but I promise you, the banana bread is not sweet. It's not overly sweet. It's not even, "Ooh, I need to drink some water with this." It's nothing like that. Okay, there we go. It's nothing like that at all. So if you don't wanna add amount of sugar, you can probably take it down to maybe like 180. If 220 just seems like too much for you, I have little sugar clumps, so I'm just breaking it up. But that's my only suggestion. I think it would be super sweet if you use granulated sugar versus brown sugar. It's not sweet. So we're gonna mix the bananas, the sugar, and the salt together. And I am leaving my starter out. I left it out. I took it out at around 8 o'clock this morning. Reason being, I keep them in the fridge. They're my discards. I keep them in the fridge. How you doing, Mr. Perfection? So we're just gonna mix it. And again, I do have sugar clumps. So if you see me reaching in and trying to break it, that's why. Not because I want to play with food. Like I don't, I don't live like that. But as I mix, I will get the sugar clumps busted. But I usually typically before I even do anything, I have them in a bowl and I kind of break them apart. There will be clumps. So we're gonna add vanilla. Now, this is do as I say, not as I do. Okay. I like using 1 tablespoon of vanilla. Okay. Oh, nice. But the recipe calls for 1 teaspoon. If you want to use 2 teaspoons, you can. I typically, if something calls for one teaspoon of vanilla, I'm sorry. I put in like a tablespoon because there's just I need flavor. Right? But if you only want to follow the recipe as is, 1 teaspoon is fine. But I'm using 1 tablespoon. I always use 1 tablespoon. That's it right there. I always use 1 tablespoon. So we're mixing this in right here, as you can see. Oh, I forgot to say, I made this vanilla. And, well, the bottle started in 2018, but this has been refilled many times before, like after 2018. But I made that vanilla, so I try to use things that I make, like vanilla sugar, cinnamon extract, just different things that I experiment. So see, the sugar lumps are gone. This is your banana, sugar, and butter with your vanilla. Okay, we have that, right? It seems like it's going good. Let's be honest right now. Not because I don't know what I'm doing, but because of the issues I had last time. And I don't want to be like a liar. I don't want to come across as a liar. I know what I'm doing. So that's your vanilla mixture with your banana, all that good stuff. We're gonna add eggs. This recipe calls for 2 eggs. 2 eggs is about 100 grams. In case you see a recipe and it says, ooh, 100 grams of egg, that's usually about two, right? So I'm just gonna break it in here. Or sometimes the eggs are actually bad. They have little blood shots in them and all that stuff. So I kind of like to just crack it beforehand. Sometimes I don't, but best practice, crack it beforehand. Oh, redemption week, okay? So everything better turn out good. Every single thing. We're just gonna mix the egg into the banana mixture. And honestly, this is probably the only time you get to like vigorously mix or do whatever. Gentle. Okay? Just be gentle. I'm a little rough around the edges sometimes. I'm trying to be more gentle, more later. We'll see how that works out for the rest of the week. Today's the first day. By tomorrow it's gonna be like, oh, what's happening? Either way, just be gentle, mix it in. If you don't like that white part, most people don't. You can take it out before you put it in. I'm taking it out now because it's still visible. Usually it breaks down, right? But I'm taking it out now because it's being rude. Being rude. So yeah, you just mix it in. Make sure all the egg is completely mixed in. You don't have any yellow streaks. Sometimes the egg is sneaky like that. You put it in, you put your mixing, then boom. There goes a long streak, something that's not supposed to be there. What are you doing? My apologies. I'm telling you, I'm clumsy. And it begins. It begins. It honestly begins. Now, you do know that if anything happens to this recipe, I'm going to blame the fact that the whisk took out maybe like quarter teaspoon of mixture. So I'm going to be blaming everything but myself. But it smells delicious. It smells amazing. It looks like it's about to be good. So yeah, so this is what your mixture is looking like. But again, you don't have to vigorously mix it in just so that it's combined. So now what's going to happen? I have to decide which discard I'm about to use because they're both doing some weird things. So this is Frederica. She is active. She's the baby of the family. I'm not gonna stop. Why would I blame myself? No. As you can see, all the little bubbles. She's super active. So I may use her. And I want to add that I have parchment paper and paper towel in my lid because I found that with the parchment paper only, the condensation that happens in the lid, it does something. It doesn't actually get to the discard, but it does something that added moisture. It does something to the starter that I don't like. It's like it's a film on top, and it's not bad. It's not that the starter is bad, and it's not mold because I know what mold looks like. It's just like you know what? Maybe the moisture does touch it, but I think it's when some water touches flour and then you let it sit. That's what it looks like. Not bad. It just has a look that I don't want. Nope, we're going with Fred Jr. This is Fred Jr. and he is an active boy. Okay, he's super active. The reason being, because I took him out at 8 o'clock and he was down here. Let me push it back. He was down here and he's forcing his way up to the top. So we're gonna start with him. If anything happens throughout the week, we're gonna switch between him and Frederica because she needs some time to shine. So let's get back to business now. Okay. We are gonna add. I'm gonna do something because I already know. We're gonna add the discard. Discard is only 100 grams. Yes, it's only 100 grams, which is probably about like half a cup. Don't quote me. I will fix it in terms of the description later. But it might be about half a cup. Now, the only reason why I'm doing this separately and not in here, one, I don't like dishes, so you would know that I'm doing this for a purpose. It's because when the discard is active, it tends to like flow and stuff. And I want to make sure I have the right amount and nothing more. Because we are not making pudding. We're making banana bread. Okay. So we want the right amount. This is good. He's well on his way. If I leave him out for the rest of the day, he's probably gonna explode. That's why I keep it in the fridge because it's super active. And I love it. I love that it's active because then at least I know I will always have a starter. That's me. I can take this and turn it into a regular starter. I usually put it in a bowl and put it in the fridge. Because it's always almost at the top, it's the bowl just eats the excess if it topples over. Because we don't need all that. So we're gonna add the discard. This is it, not a lot. It's really not a lot. It's a little bit. Right? So we're gonna add it in and we're gonna mix it. And we're gonna take our precious time mixing this baby, having good thoughts, saying, oh yeah, you know you're loved, you come from a good home. Confidence reinforcement. Because baby, I just gotta make sure I have everything in here. And now, if this doesn't come out, oh, I give up. I'm gonna just direct you guys to my video. Okay, I just want to make sure I have get everything out of my bowl, every which way. And right now, my sourdough is at a point where the sour is delicious. Because you know, sometimes some sour is just too sour. It's not at that point. It's at a nice sour. And you can smell it once you open the bowl. So this is it. You just mix everything in. You mix it in. It smells amazing. And it'll start getting lighter as you mix. Again, gentle. Be gentle. Don't be like me. Be gentle. Or you will smell it. You'll start smelling. Ooh, sorry. You'll start smelling all the different flavors combined together. So the banana, the sugar, the vanilla, even the sourdough you'll start smelling. It's a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful balance. Add it to mine. Cinnamon, I mean nutmeg. This isn't the one I want. I'm gonna grate some in. The last one we did not use it. Why? I have no idea. There we go. I have two of these that I like using. This I like using for like my lemons, right? And this one I like using for my spices. And to be fair, they really might have the same size graters. But whatever. What are you doing today, Mr. Perfection? Wait, is it today a parade? It's today Juve in Antigua. What's the parade, Mom? I forgot how carnival goes. So we're gonna just use some nutmeg. I like to have cinnamon and nutmeg in my banana bread. Just added flavor. I add it into, I'm gonna call this the liquid, but the wet ingredients. You can add it in your dry ingredients if you want. I like adding it beforehand. So the only thing that gets added after is the flour and the baking soda. That's it. Everything else should be already incorporated. Now, if you want to add nuts, raisins, chocolate chips, I would add those with the flour. So just toss them up in the flour and just add them. Oh, that's right. Well, that's good that you're paying attention to your body. Because I know people be like, oh, nothing's gonna stop me from trying to. Yeah, I have the tools from school. And then after school, I went on a shopping spree. I have a whole bunch of stuff here. Now, I'm using fresh cinnamon. You don't have to. You can actually use the dried one, the ground one. You can. You want to know what's funny? I have to pause for a second because I know this recipe calls for milk, and I'm like, "Where's the milk? Did you add the milk yet?" Oh, it's gonna be a day. It's gonna be a day. But anyway, this is the mixture. It only has in baking, nutmeg. My brain goes faster than it has nutmeg, so I'm gonna use cinnamon, just a cinnamon stick. You can definitely use the ground cinnamon if you want. Something about fresh cinnamon, it gives me I think it just has a different flavor than the ground. It has a warmer undertone for me that I like, right? Like you can even smell it doing this. I need to get myself a spice grinder so I can grind up my own cinnamon. Because who wants to grate cinnamon every time you use it? I don't. But I love fresh cinnamon. And I wasn't always like that. I was always the convenience girl. Like, okay, I can just buy ground cinnamon. But I know that there is a difference. Label wise, it has a warmer undertone. Like when you eat this banana bread that I know is gonna come out, it is just like, "Ooh, what is that? That tastes so good." But what I want to say to you is don't even burn spices like cinnamon and nutmeg. You can play around. What I'm talking about. See how that tastes. You know? Just play around with the spices. Add a little bit of ginger. That might be good. You just use what you have because most times when I see recipes and they call for stuff that I don't have, I make the recipe and then I put whatever I have in it, and then boom, that's my recipe. Yeah, that's pretty much what I do. Okay, so we are pretty much done with this section. Okay, this is what the mixture is looking like. I'm just making sure I get everything down. We don't have any sugar lumps. All the discard has been blended in, eggs has been blended in. There's no lumps there, nothing. Okay, so we're gonna set that to the side. And we're gonna get our flour. I won't lie, I kind of miss Carnival, but I miss the old school shows and the vibe. I was just like, I don't know. Okay, so for the flour, it is going to be 250 grams of flour. This is all-purpose flour. All I use. I don't use bread flour. Maybe I should, especially when I'm making the bread because I have more protein. Do I have more protein? Yeah, I have less protein. No, I have more protein. But I like using all-purpose flour because it's usually what I have on. Okay, usually what I have on hand, and that's what I use. So, this goes in the fridge. For the baking soda, it's going to be 1 teaspoon, not a tablespoon, not half a teaspoon, 1 full teaspoon. Why? Because this recipe just needs it. Okay, I think I'm gonna put it in here. This recipe needs it. Everything else we don't care about, but this one we do. We care about this one. Okay, everything else you wing and then it works. This one, I know it needs it. It needs it to give it just the added boost. Not because the starter, well, the discard isn't active, because that's the whole purpose. It just also helps. Um, what do I want to say? It doesn't make it dense. Because normally, sometimes, when you make things with discard only and the recipe isn't formulated properly, it becomes very dense. You don't want dense. Dense is what we had where it was like real put in. We don't want dense, right? So we're gonna just do that. As you can see, I just mixed it in with a fork. Nothing special. And I just want to make sure I'm following everything. We have banana, the sugar, vanilla, sourdough, salt. And now we're gonna add flour and baking soda. Okay, we're good. Let me preheat this oven because I don't want it to be like, no preheating everything. Okay, so we're gonna add in the flour. Just gently mix it in, gently, kind of like fold, if you will. Just mix it until everything is like moist and you don't have like a lot of lumps because unfortunately you're gonna be mixing it a lot more because you still have to add the milk and the oil. Now, most cases, I would say add the milk and the oil before you add your dry ingredients because most times, but for this, this recipe, I am doing it how I did it the first time when it came out. Okay. Now, what can I'm using all-purpose flour. Do you mean the brand? If it's the brand, I'm using a store brand. Compliments if you're in Canada. That's what I'm using, but all-purpose flour. Okay, so as you can see, it's mixed in. There's no flour pockets, but we'll get rid of the flour pockets eventually because we still have more mixing to go. Okay, so we're going to add milk. And the milk is not a lot. It's about 60 grams of milk. And I am going to be mixing the milk with water because, yes, I'm using a knife. This is the irony. But I'll do it. I am going to be mixing the milk with water. Why? Because canned milk for me is a bit too rich for certain things. So I am adding water to it. So this is going to be about 30 grams of canned milk. Well, that's 50 grams. Never mind. So 50 grams of canned milk and 10 grams of water. It's just to dilute it, honestly. That's a bit much. So we're at 70 grams now. Listen, this is going to work. Okay, so this is 70 grams. You're supposed to use 60 grams. If you have 2% milk, like bag milk, milk in a carton, I say bag milk because Toronto still has bag milk. But if you have carton milk, you can use that milk as is. You don't need to add water into it. Okay. I'm only doing it because I use canned milk. 60 grams. This is 70 though. And if it comes out, you can definitely use 70 grams. But 60 grams. Okay. If it doesn't come out, don't blame me. Blame my hand. But again, as you can see, you see how rich this is? It's gonna give your banana bread such an amazing flavor. Oh, you don't even know. That's why I like using canned milk. That's my secret. I'm telling y'all my secret. But I love using canned products because It gives it just an added flavor boost. Um, So it's mixed, but it's not mixed all the way in. Reason being, we're gonna add coconut oil. Now, for this section, if you're allergic to coconut, you don't want to use coconut oil, find a neutral oil. Okay. I'm using coconut oil because coconut oil is going to take it over to the moon. Okay. To the moon. Wasn't there a song like that? I think there's a song like that in Antigua called To the Moon. So for the oil section, and if I call this coconut milk, my apologies. Can I make blueberry pie? I can make a blueberry pie. Do you want me to make a blueberry pie with sourdough? Because we're doing sourdough this week. I can do a blueberry pie. For the oil. Oh, I thought I added the wrong amount. Listen, my eyes are playing tricks on me. We are going to be adding 120 grams of oil. Again, if you do not use coconut oil, use a neutral oil. Very neutral, no taste, flavor, no smell. Please don't use olive oil because that is not neutral. Okay? Olive oil, you know what olive oil smells like. Use a neutral oil. I'm using coconut oil because coconut oil is what and coconut oil is what I love because it is going to give it such an amazing flavor. I promise you, it's going to give it an amazing flavor. Once you use your coconut oil, I'm just going to melt this a bit in the microwave. Melt it down, and I'm going to get my pans in. But yes, I can do blueberry pie if you'd like. That's not a problem because I still haven't made a pie dough yet. But as you can see, it's sitting here. It's looking pretty. It smells amazing. Ooh, oh, you got that nice sour smell? Oh, yes. I'm ready. That needs a little more melting. So I'm just using a regular loaf pan. You can use whatever you want, honestly. It's a regular loaf pan. I'm going to put parchment paper in it. Oh, oh, listen, I don't even know what's happening. Everything is going haywire. And that should be melty enough. Because honestly, I don't know what's happening. I'm gonna let it cool down a little, but that's 120 grams of coconut oil. And I'm going to just line my pan with parchment paper. Okay, we're not gonna oil it or anything. If you wanna grease your pan, you can. I'm not gonna do that because non-stick they always right. So I'm going to use the parchment paper to make it work. So it's an easy clean. It's an easy cleanup, no issues. And we just let this sit in here for a bit until we're ready for it because we're gonna be ready soon. This is baking soda. Yes, I did. I want to make sure I have everything and I'm using all the ingredients. We don't have an issue. Okay, so this is the oil. I use the same container that contains the milk. So when it's cooled down, once it's cooled, we are going to pan and bake it. Just want to make sure I get the. Again, if you don't like coconut oil, 'cause I know some people don't like it. Some people are allergic to coconut. That is fine. Just get a neutral oil. Okay, so we're going to add the oil into our mixture. So everything is in, and I'm going to double check. And I'm going to be honest with you. The reason why I keep double checking is because we had a mishap the last time. That's the only reason why. So we're going to mix this in. Okay, so just nice turns. We're going to mix it in. Honestly, maybe I'll try to make it and add all the wet ingredients and then all the dry ingredients and tell you what the difference is. For the sake of nothing bad happening here, we're gonna do it how I did it the first time. So just mix it in. And again, if you were using nuts and chocolate chip and maybe even raisins, because sometimes I like raisins in my banana bread and nuts, you would have added it in with your flour. Should toss them all up in the flour and just add it in. Okay, this has a little ways to go, but I trust you. Okay, I trust you, child. So it's gonna mix it, and you don't want to overmix. So you don't want to do this. You kind of just want to gently fold it in on itself because overmixing will have your thing looking like tunnels. Like you'll get like little, I want to say wormholes, but little holes just going up throughout your product. And you don't want that. But you can tell that it's being mixed in properly because it's no longer slippery, like slipping. It's sticking to the sides, so the oil is fully incorporated in, right? So you can see it's sticking to the spoon again. So that's your indication that your oil is like completely mixed in, 100%, no issues. Okay. And since we're good on that, and this bad boy up. So this is a parchment lined pan. You can see right here. It's lined up. I think it's looking good. I'm gonna give you just one more twirl. Make sure I have all the spices and flavor in. And cut it in. I mean, honestly, this is looking better than the last one. Because the last one was a pudding. Especially not. I'm just done. If it's not, I am done. I'm done with banana bread. I'm gonna put banana bread on pause. It smells amazing though. It really does. Thank myself. So, and it's kept in the fridge. So it took a while to get here. It took a couple months to get here. Like before, it was just an active flour container that had some flavor. Now it's full blown sour, just soaking up. You can smell it everywhere, and it smells so delicious. So yes, had someone tell me they don't understand how people can eat something that's just been sitting there rotten. Are you crazy? Do you know how good sourdough is? If you don't understand it, just say you don't understand it. Like what? How do you eat cured anything? How do you eat something? How do you drink wine? Hasn't wine just been sitting there fermenting? You just hate what they don't know. Like I don't understand. They're getting mad at something that has been there for hundreds, even millions of years. Because I'm pretty sure whoever said, "Oh, this has flavor," Had that stuff sitting down there, just chilling. Okay, this is our banana bread, and we're about to put this baby in the oven. And we're gonna set the time. Do I have a time here? No, it doesn't have time. Um, we're gonna set it for 20 minutes because 20 minutes we're gonna check. It's gonna take more than 20 minutes. It's gonna take close to 40 minutes. Because we're gonna take time. It's a slow burn. So say goodbye to this, and when you see it again, it's gonna be a beautiful banana bread. I'm trying to listen. I'm trying to make sure nothing is shorted. So when it rises, well, okay. So we're gonna put it in. Timer set for 20 minutes. Okay. Do you know how stressful that was? That was very stressful. That was 100% stressful. I'll double check, make sure I have all the ingredients in here. Banana, sugar, and vanilla. And sourdough flour, baking soda, salt, coconut oil. Remember that time that what were we making? We were making something and I forgot. That stressful. Stressful. Okay. While that is baking up, to just find out this perfect, putting my sugar. So I like putting my milk in a container like this because I don't like clean and spilled milk in the fridge. I learned that. I don't. And I also like putting my sugar in this container, a glass container, mason jar. Once I open them, because if I leave them in here, which I've had numerous times, they get hard because of the air. I don't have time for that. Don't have time for me trying to break up sugar lumps because of the air. You know what I'm saying? I don't have time. And what I've been doing is sifting out flour. You probably has all these lumps in here. And I've been sifting out my flour. Call it flour. Sugar. I've been sifting out my sugar, getting rid of the lumps. The lumps go in a different container. And this is just ready to go. Scoopable, ready to go because listen, I like easy access, convenient things. I don't like working too hard when things can be done easily. Kind of like work smart, not hard. You know what I mean? So this is another jar that I have. I'm probably gonna sift out some things right now. But this is usually what I do. So most of the time it happens before I bake. So you get to see me. Now you get to see my process just a little bit, but it's something that I do typically. When I bake and cook, I just want to grab, scoop, and go. I don't want to spend time doing anything. Sorry, I just need some water. So this is the process that I take. Same thing with when I'm making my vanilla sugar. Once I'm done with the vanilla bean, I just put the bean and sugar, and it's good to go. I haven't done that in a while because I have had my vanilla sugar for years. So, but this is what I like to do. And I know some people are like, you can put apples in it to soften it, or even like a slice of bread to soften it. Do all of that. Because one, there's never a slice of bread around in my house. Bread don't live here. And apples I eat. Okay? The bread don't live here. The bread goes in. Once I have the bread, that's it. Bread's done. I'm not be like, oh, I need to save this for my sugar. No. But usually these containers, because when they're in there, when you have them for a while and they sit down, they just tend to lump up. So that's why we have this here. But this is usually a process. So I'm doing it now. While we have that beautiful smelling banana bread in the oven. It's, it's amazing. It smells really good. Not gonna lie. The texture is so much different than the first, which that's a plus. I followed the steps one by one. I didn't rush. I spoke life into it. But yeah. Also, I need someone to tell me what the polls are looking like because I'm not able to see my polls, honestly. So I need someone to tell me who is leading and who's behind. I think we have three options for the poll. I'm not able to see the polls. Yeah, so these are just like the little sugar bubbles, but these are soft. You sometimes they're so hard you can't even do anything with them. So I leave the hard ones on their own. Just put two in my tea when I decide to drink tea. But yeah, so this is what I typically do. Which just makes it easy for me because we're baking this week, and I want to make sure I'm ready to go and not like this morning, like super chaotic. Yeah. Yes, 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 yes. Make sure. We gotta make sure everything's scoopable, everything is good. Just you know, have it here. And I like to just leave the lumps in its own container because I don't have the patience to do it all the time. So the lumps stay until I'm ready. And if they're too hard, I like using a food processor and blitz it up, and then I sift through to really get out like all the baked sugar, like the hard lumps. So I don't worry about the hardness because once it gets to the point where my fingers can't even break it, I I just use a food processor for sure. So the banana bread is really good. It really is. You can't see the pole either. Someone said sweet potato bread, and someone said strawberry muffin. See, I can't see it, so I have to let them know I can't see it. Typically, you're supposed to be able to see it at the bottom of the screen, so I don't even know. Oh, banana bread. And if you're new to me, I have a hot spot in my oven. So when I smell, I use my sense of smell with my baking. When I smell, is that a good thing when it comes to baked goods? Not all the time, but it's been in there for 10 minutes. Oh, it's rising beautifully. I'm young. How stressful this was. Okay, it's rising up. I'm smelling it. So whenever if you see me keep going back and forth, it's because I have a hot spot. So I have to go in and rotate. Because once I smell it, that's it. It gotta go. Gotta rotate. Gotta make sure that it's good to go. Look at this big sugar lump. I wonder if this one's hard. Nope. No. But I'm so excited. So sweet potatoes are leading. Well, they're not leading. It's tied. Sweet potatoes and muffins are tied. Nobody wants to see hot dog buns tomorrow. Go figure. And it's a holiday here tomorrow. I'm so old because you know what's funny? Years ago, I would be sleeping because I would come home from a caravan party. Getting ready for another caravan party tonight. I forgot this weekend was Carabana. Okay, some of these are a little harder, but I can still break them apart with my fingers, which is a good sign that the the container works. Some people like, don't, why you take it out of its original container? Because when I keep it in there, it's hard, like rock hard. Have you ever been hit by a sugar rock? It's hard. Hey T, you know what I'm saying? It's hard. You could probably bust somebody open with a sugar rock. Don't try it, okay? But it's hard. Can you imagine being hit? They were like, what happened to you? I got hit in the head with a sugar rock. You got hit in the head with a what? Sugar rock. Okay, it's hard. It's very hard. It's very hard. Very hard. What's up, T? How you doing, girl? How? Wait, today is some slam too. How was yesterday? Because I fell asleep. How was the first day of Summer Slam? How's your summer going? How the market's going? How the boys? Listen, I feel like we haven't talked in a while. Summer's one of the community. Yes, that's good. That's good. I'm happy. I'm happy. Busy is always a good thing. I'm not mad at that. Because sometimes you have slow periods. So busy is always good. I'm happy they're going well. Happy. Okay. I don't want to do this anymore. I'm ready for it. I'm gonna get rid of the chicken pies. Okay, we're good. We're gonna scoop most of this into here until we have sugar ready. Oh, really? I didn't watch it, honestly. Hey, it's on Netflix, so I can definitely catch the replay for sure. But I fell asleep, man. Because I'm pretty sure I would have been excited. And then I forgot, you know what? I don't even know who. This is how bad I am at wrestling right now. I know John Cena, right? But the person that they had him up against, the flyer, looks just like him. It's like, is it John Cena versus John Cena? Like, what? Who is that? I want to say Cody Rhodes, but I don't want to sound like crazy. But he was supposed to go up against, they look alike. They absolutely do. Okay, so sugar, done. Put, put it. Oh, the banana bread is smelling so good. See, I knew. I knew. Or maybe his name is Seth Rollins. See, I don't be following wrestling a lot, but I watch it. So did John Cena win or not? I don't know because wasn't he the main event, or are you saying the other guy won? Listen, I need to keep up with my current events, and they have been, or it's gonna happen tonight. Okay, cool. Cool. Yes, they do. Not on their own, but that side by side. Look at the features. Okay, I'm gonna be like Mario. Look at the nose. Okay, look at the nose. They just look similar. Okay, similar. So what's tonight? Tonight is what? Like the finale, the main event? Like what's happening tonight? Okay, so they're probably going on tonight. What's her name? Was Trinity? Naomi. I think that's her name. Naomi. Was she there? Did she have a match? Because I know she's the new females champion. Oh, I've been watching her for years. I like her. I know she's a new females champion, but I don't know if she has a match. But I'll catch up on the replay. I know it's nothing like live, but I fell asleep. Busy editing videos and all that stuff, and then I fell asleep, and I was like, I'm tired. I'm done. Ooh, this banana bread is so delicious. Roman. Oh, I love the Usos. I love the Usos. I just rotated in case anyone was wondering. I love the Usos. I do. I really like it. When we were younger, we didn't know any better. They made us feel like all these people were fully related. I know some of them are, right? But like, remember when Kane and Undertaker were brothers and they're not even related? Listen, we fell for the okie doke, man. But we were kids. But these adults were falling for the okie doke too. I live for it, man. There's something about wrestling. It's just entertaining. It's And I'm still mad at that one WrestleMania. I know we're talking about SummerSlam, but that one WrestleMania where they made Triple H beat the Undertaker to break his streak. I'm so mad. I'm like, this is not even fair. Why would you do that? Maybe I think he had an injury in real life and he had to like do surgery or something. I'm like, why? Don't make him break his streak. Triple H. Oh, Lord. Okay. I don't want to add the lumps up in here. So this is my sugar. This is what I like to do. As you can see, you've seen the whole process. This is what I do off camera a lot of the time, so that my sugar rabbit go and easy and honestly speaking, something that I have all the time. And then I'm just gonna put the rocks in container. No problem. No problem. So I'm just gonna add this here. I'm just waiting for the banana bread. It smells amazing, but it's gonna take more than 20 minutes, as we can see. But it's a good thing because it smells good. It's looking better. Okay, so this is my sugar. These are hard, but not super hard. You could probably go first. Probably. Uh, yeah, so you already know how child live, okay? What it's like. I'm just taking a look at what it looks like. It looks good. It's smelling though. I'm smelling like one side is like, but it's because of the oven on the hot spot. It really is, honestly. It really is. Do we have any surprise pop-ups? Like, did The Rock show up? Did Stone Cold come? Like, I don't even know. Right? That's funny too. Like, like I swear, we always fall for the open but I like it. And isn't what's her name? I want to say her name is Jax, but it's not Jax. She's a tall. She's also Samoan. Nia Jax. I think she's also related to them too, if I'm not mistaken. Nia Jax. Something. I used to follow them a lot. Yeah, there's quite a few. There's quite a few, but I definitely for Naomi, I'm happy she at least won that title. Because she's been gunning for that title for years. Years. Okay, so it's been 20 minutes. We still need some more time. So we're gonna add another 20 minutes because it will take about 40 minutes, honestly, for this to bake up. And it's coming to the part where it's gonna do the banana split. Oh, I'm so excited. But I'm gonna rotate it again because I do not want it to, I don't want it to burn. Okay? Ow, I burned myself. There's some burning happening here. Oven's at 350. I don't go higher. It's always at 350. So I'm just gonna wash these dishes up just so that, everything is cool and clean for when the banana bread comes out. But I'm excited for the week because this is redemption week, okay? Yeah, Trinity. Yes, yes, yes. Who loves her? So there's Trinity, but then there's another one. I really think her name is Nia Jax. I know Trinity is married to one of the Usos. There's another one. I want to tell she's a big girl. She's tall, but she's like big, heavy set, like big, not fat. Like she's tall. Like. Nia Jax? Is it Nia? And not Mia. I don't know. She tall. She tall. I don't know. I don't know. But anyways, guys, if you're just joining me, we are making banana bread. It is redemption season. Okay. Made banana bread last month. It turned into banana pudding. Not here for it. So we're redoing everything that has failed while we were on live stream. And we're starting off with banana bread because I wanted to start with something really easy. Okay. You guys get to vote for what you see popping up. And then I'm making a note of anything that's requested. Someone requested blueberry pie. I might throw that in this time, or I might throw it in September. I don't know. But anything that's requested will definitely get either a video or a live stream. Okay? It's whatever I can manage at the time. Yes, it will be either or. Some you might get both. Okay? Now, I can't see the poll. Someone else can't see the poll. I have to look at my computer. It still looks as though sweet potato bread is in the lead with 40%, no, 60% of the votes. And strawberry muffins have 40% of the votes. Yes, Nia Jax. That's who it is. So this is redemption this week, okay? Today until next Saturday. Redemption. Sourdough redemption, okay? We're making everything we can with our sourdough. Let me show you big guy. Because he's been sluggish. This is Freddie. He is the beautiful, beautiful person that created all these delicious things with his children. Okay, he started him back in March. March, I woke up, listen, I was flipping through social media and I'm like, oh, no, I'm not going to watch these. I'm going to turn this into a video. I was flipping through social media and then every other video was like, sourdough, 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 sourdough. And then I woke up, I was like, man, it's the mix of sourdough. And now we're here. Okay. So this is definitely one of those fun experiments that's turning into something that I really enjoy doing. I do. I actually look forward to our live because I'm not I'm not at a place where, oh my gosh, it needs to be perfect. No, things happen all the time. And then we'll have a redemption month, you know, where we pull from all the things that didn't work. We try to do it again. Maybe the same recipe, maybe a different recipe. Either way, I'm enjoying doing this sourdough series with you guys. I'm enjoying learning. Why are you being so rude? As I go. making notes as I go. Just I'm enjoying it. Oh, I'm smelling it. It's smelling. What you mean, rich people? But I'm rich then. So I think I'm not an expert, but I think it has a lot of health benefits. It's gut friendly that they say because it's fermented. Um, one, it's soothing. It's you and your sourdough. Your sourdough is your child. Okay. I didn't understand it in the beginning, but now I do. I get it. I get it. Okay. I would eat a good sourdough sandwich. I would go to the store and buy a sourdough bread. And I never wanted to actually make anything from sourdough because of the process, right? So, yeah, it is healthier. That's what they say. It's gut friendly. And to be honest, I'm gonna be honest with you. I When I eat sourdough, I don't feel bloated. When I eat regular store-bought bread, when I eat my bread that I make, I still feel a little like stuffness. But if I eat my sourdough in the morning, whenever I eat my sourdough, I don't feel it in my stomach. There's no bad feeling or anything. It just goes down, digests really well. So and I tested the theory, like I bought bread some way, somehow. I don't know why. And then I just had it and I was like, oh, like I can instantly feel it. Like you feel soft when you eat like store-bought bread. But the sourdough, I don't get that vibe. It's just delicious. That's why it's dangerous because you could sit there and you could eat it all the time and not feel guilty about it. I mean, to be fair, it's still flour, so you eat that in moderation. But I can we stop if we can? I feel better when I eat it, honestly. Yes. It's peach season. I wanted to go peach picking. I still might go peach picking, but the season is so small. Oh, we did the banana split. Ooh, it's browning nicely. It's smelling nicely. Oh, I'm gonna share this one. Because honestly, everything that I make, like the rolls, the breads, the whatever, I pop them in my freezer, and when I feel like it, I pull them out, eat it, pull it out, eat it. It's just like it's so delicious, so good. Sorry, I had to take a screenshot, not because of our conversation, but because I'm having issues with my live stream. I can't see my polls. I can't see anything. My chat disappears. It's like, huh? Like, what's happening? But I'm trying to see if I can go peach picking so we can get some peach and make some peach drinks and peach preserve and jam and whatever this brain can think of with peaches because I'm here for all of this. This was a good strawberry summer one, and now we got to bring in the peach. We got to bring the peach in. Peach season here in Ontario. I think probably other places in the world. And I'm waiting for corn so I can go pick corn. Are we gonna make or do with corn? Maybe. I'm gonna put my coconut oil back in the fridge so it does not melt. I'm excited. We have 10 more minutes, but it looks like it's gonna take a little more time. It's still a little jiggly, so not 40 minutes, maybe 45 minutes. Because the worst thing you can do is pull out your product and it's still soft in the middle. Because as soon as you pull it out, it's gonna sink right down to the bottom. And who wants that? Remember the last banana bread? Well, we're not even gonna call it a banana bread, but the last banana pudding, it didn't sink down. It went up bottom. I don't understand. I will never understand. So tomorrow, yeah, tomorrow sweet potato. And I'm showing you now because I know when tomorrow comes, I'm gonna be all over the place. I finally found some sweet potato that has color. I've been noticing that the last couple of crops, they've been diluted. Am I the only one that's noticing that? They haven't been having the bright color. It's always been like hints of color. It's like, no, I need color, people. I want it to be nice and colored. So we're gonna use this for our sweet potato tomorrow, sweet potato bread. I have a brand new recipe because I'm not even touching that old one. Embarrassing. Oh, ooh, I love peaches. I love them. I'm gonna go. It's gonna be in the Niagara region because I think that's where most of the peaches grow. That's probably not the only place that I can get it, but I think I'm gonna go around there to go and get some because peaches are expensive. Like I went to the supermarket and they're almost a dollar. They're almost $2 for one. Now that is not bad, right? But if you're telling me the peaches are like $5.99 a pound, how many do you think I'm gonna be able to get? I wouldn't be able to pick like 6 or 7 of them. Like, come on. But they don't need to be so expensive. But I like going to the farm. Like, I'm weird. Like, I'll pay a premium at the farm. Like, I don't care. Like, I'll do it because I know it's coming from the farm. But them supermarkets be jacking up the prices. This makes no sense. Makes no sense. But yeah, I'm gonna try. I still have some strawberries from my picked batch that we're gonna use for the strawberry muffins. Should you guys vote for it? But the other ones I probably have to buy go somewhere because strawberry season is over in Ontario, but in my area, so I'm not able to go pick anymore. And when I wanted to pick some more, I was not picking them out. So I didn't have. And then also, it's mango season, if I'm not mistaken. And I saw some mangoes at my supermarket, and they were looking really good, but I was just not willing to pay $2 for one right now. So I'm gonna go to my Asian supermarket and see if I can get the crate. Now I still might end up paying $2 per item based on the price, but hopefully it's not like $20 because it was always $9.99 in the summer, and then at one point they jacked it up. So I want to make some mango popsicles. I want to make some peach popsicles, peach and something, peach, mango, and strawberries. Hello, that's the type of life I'm living over here. Oh, it smells so amazing. It's almost ready for its close up. See, I knew I had it in me. That's what y'all get. I knew I could do this. I don't know what was happening the last time I did this. Just rotate, baby, rotate. And also, I have a little container in here with water, so it creates steam just a little. So it's helping it and driving very nicely. But I am very, very excited for this week. Very, very, very excited for this week because I want to prove to myself that I can do this. I mean, I know I can, but sometimes I second guess myself and then just all falls down. But I'm excited. And those of you who missed the live stream yesterday, We were just talking about all the things that we have coming up, which I was explaining this, which is 7 Day Sourdough Series. If you like sourdough, you can join. If you want to learn, you can come and learn with me. I'm smelling this and it smells like it's burning. And that's not a good thing. It smells like it's burning. And we have a few, I think I'm going to add an additional weekly live. So we'll have our steady weekly live on Saturday as long as I can do it on a Saturday. And then we're going to have an additional live maybe midweek after this week is done. So anytime we don't have our sourdough bake-a-thon, you'll get a live in the week and one on Saturday. I think I'm going to work it out that way. Saturdays could be anything. Could be us talking. Could be us on the road. Could be me baking, cooking, washing my hair, cleaning. And that goes the same for the one in the middle of the week. Because sometimes I want to stand up. Sometimes I want to sit down. Okay? So let's see. I'm just trying to work it in so that it's not overwhelming me and it's not overwhelming you. And we get a little bit of each other, you know? Um, the weekly lives, the additional ones, they may happen in the evening because some people are working, you know? Get you some evening me in your life. Because I know, like, Juliana's been missing now because of her work schedule, one, and her the time difference. So I'm trying to incorporate so most people can get a little vibe, get a little me in their life, you know. But it's good. But I'm excited. Since I was also talking about our video schedule for August, it is not going to be what you're used to. And I know it probably hasn't been what you're used to in like a year. But in terms of content structure, August is just going to be me trying to get out all the videos that I have a backlog of. Okay, because I do. I have vlogs from last year that I need to post. I have things from early this year I need to post. So I just want to get all of it out, out, not holding on to it, just to run it. And then September kind of start fresh. But by then, it would have been the stuff that I filmed throughout August. That's my hope. Because, filming is easy. Just, I'm going out today. I'm making something, bam, editing. Oh, I enjoy it, but it takes forever. Forever. So that's gonna be what it is. And then I was talking about someone mentioned that they love the $20 challenges. And I'm talking about trying to get that back station, but it's all about the coins. So I have to make sure I have my coins up this month so that I can go back to doing my monthly grocery trips and stuff like that. Because I can go to the grocery store, but I don't go to the grocery store all the time. Okay, no problem. I never realized how much I love pumping gas until I had to pump gas. That's weird. I grew up as a person love smelling gas. Right? Every time I'm going to a gas station, I love the smell of gas. Also didn't realize how much I enjoyed pumping gas. Until I started pumping my own gas. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Might be a little weird, but I do enjoy, I enjoy pumping my own gas. Okay, we're gonna pull this out to check. I know it's not done. If it's still jiggling, I'm not gonna pull it out. Just to Yeah, but if it's still jiggling, you're not gonna see it. We're just gonna leave it in for some extra time. But it is looking like it might be ready. Yeah, it's still jiggling. You bet on fall. That it's been 40 minutes. Oh, I'm gonna add an additional uh, okay, I'm gonna add an additional 10. So it's gonna take us to 50 minutes, but I don't think it's gonna take a little more time. Now this tells me that something's going on with my oven. Even though I knew something was going on with my oven, this shouldn't take close to an hour. I mean, 40 minutes is almost close to an hour, but 50 minutes pushing it to an hour. So the top is still like it's how it's baking. So this is the pan. So it's baking like this, and then there's the center. So it's taking its around time to just bake around the edges. So I know the edges might be a little darker, and it's not high. It'll be a little darker because I smell it. The bottom might be a little dark, not burnt. Okay, seasoned. Yeah, it's taking its precious time to make its way to the center. But I smell it. Like I use my nose baking, so I smell the moment that the edges are done. Like you could smell it's a smell. I don't know how to describe it. It's not a burnt smell, it's more like a crisp smell. Like if you actually pay attention to when you're baking stuff, you'll pick up on the smell, honestly. But I smelled when it started cooking, and then I smelled when it started browning. So the top is nice and I got my banana split. I got a nice coating, but just that little piece right there, taking its precious time. But that's okay. We're gonna make it work. So I think I have everything that I need for tomorrow. We're good. We'll wash that later. Yeah, we're good. We're good. This is gonna be a good week. This is gonna be a good redemption week. Okay? Good redemption week. You could tell a friend to come on down. We're gonna have fun this week. There's no garlic or anything, no. Maybe pizza. Pizza might be the last thing. I don't even know. But we'll see. I am getting hungry. So this needs to hurry on up so I can enjoy it and eat it. You won't see a cut version today, you'll see a cut version tomorrow. If there's any left, just saying. But I'll try to make sure that I'll probably even try to do a green screen so that you can see the cut version or still have it there if it's still here. You know, okay. It's it's so jiggle. I don't know why it's jiggling. It's so like this is what it's doing. Like jiggle. Giving me a little shimmy. Jeez. But it's okay. And don't yell at me to keep me going into the oven. I'm hot pot. Gotta rotate, gotta rotate, gotta make it work. Okay. But I'm excited. And you know what else I promised myself this week? That after my live streams, I don't go to sleep. Because let me tell you, after certain live streams in July, I was done. Like after the pasta live, I went to sleep. Okay, I didn't apologize. I went to sleep. Because it just took so much. Um, like it was so stressful for me. I'm trying not to be stressed. So, you know, maybe one of these lives, it's gonna be like a then you feel like, yeah, I can't watch you that. You know, sometimes you watch those people in the live and everything is just perfectly curated. I was like, yo, this is real life. So it's happening over here. So I'm gonna learn to control how I react, keep it all mellow and stuff. I can't promise that. Why do you lie to myself? I already know something's gonna happen. It's gonna be a whole issue over here. I don't know why I'm saying that. Maybe I should cover you and let the team do you in. 10 minutes is not working, so we're probably gonna up it again. It's gonna be a full hour. What that is wrong with my oven. And you know what's so weird about this oven? Is that if I put something in right now, it burns instantly, right? If I put this banana bread, the banana bread does not take an hour to bake. It should not take an hour to bake. Why does it take an hour to bake? That's the part I'm not understanding right now. So I know something's going on with the oven. Maybe where it is in the middle, there's not enough heat getting it. Maybe I should push it to the side. If I push it to the side, I already know it's gonna burn because this side and this side doesn't do much. It's like I have to get a sweet spot. So when I put it in like this. So you got the sweet spot here, and then you get the middle, right? This side gotta rotate because this side browns and cooks faster. So I rotate. It just seems like the middle is just not doing what it needs to do. And I'm kind of concerned. Okay, here to trap the heat down here. I'm a little concerned because it's really browning. Like it's gonna be a nice chocolatey looking banana bread. Not burnt. It's not burnt. It's seasoned. Maybe I should have put some people put oil over like cakes and stuff to prevent the top from browning. I apologize if you hear the dog, it's not my dog. But this already browned 5 minutes in. So I know the oven is doing its own thing and I cannot explain it. But it's looking good. We had the banana split, which is what I was looking for, not the dent in the middle or this way. So it kind of rose in this thing, which is good. I am talking out loud because this is what I normally do to troubleshoot. I apologize to the dogs. They're not. Okay, so it looks okay, so this is what it's looking like, right? This is what it's looking like, but it's still wet. Like you can see it. So I'm just gonna put this back in. I don't want no problem. I hope it maintains its shape so that I can so it can work. It just taking too long. Listen, when I'm hungry, I need things to be done now. So 10 minutes up already. Out of 10. You know what? To go all in at another 20. And I'm gonna check it out. It is it should not take an hour. It didn't take an hour the last time I baked. It took about 40 minutes. And the oven was preheated. So my only concern, not about the product, but about the oven. It's my only concern right now. The oven is not doing what it needs to do. And it's set at 350. Maybe it's not even 350 anymore. Like it's set at 350. I didn't put it higher or lower. But maybe I do it lower. But if I do it lower, it's gonna take a longer time to actually bake. But as long as it's baking, I'm good. I'm so excited for this because chia seed jam that I'm gonna put on the side. I have some oranges, just slice up my banana bread, eat it with two hard boiled eggs with some fruit on the side, baby. Okay? Heaven. How I'm living over here. My mornings are good when I have my sourdough stuff ready to go. Like my muffins, when I make muffins, I pick a muffin up, pop it in the oven, boom, ready to go. You know, keeps me full. I think I want to make something with peanut butter with sourdough. That would be interesting, flavor wise. It would be. 'Cause you already know what, well, I know what it tastes like with chocolate. It tastes amazing. So we'll see. But I think something maybe chocolate peanut butter something, or just peanut butter and some, I don't know. And it looks hazy outside, so I know it's gonna be hot. Okay, let me check. I keep hearing, like, you know those horror movies when you hear a sound and you're like, "That's me." I keep hearing sounds that are close to my door. My door is open, that's why. But I can also see someone walking up directly. But I'm in my real life horror movie right now. Okay. Okay. Let me check. You're nowhere near done. You're still, what are you doing? Soak up the wetness. Soak it up. Okay. I don't know if you can see this. Do you see it's a little bit. But the bottom's for you can smell it. Something's wrong. Maybe, maybe bake wise, it shouldn't be 350. Maybe it should be 300 or 325 so that the browning slows down, but it takes a little longer to bake. Maybe that's it. Because I have no problems turning it down once it's risen. So you could preheat at 350, which is fine. Maybe after 10, 15 minutes, turn it down and just let it run its course. Right now it's at about 325 because at 350, by the time this comes out, it's gonna be burnt. Okay. Like, so something's going on with this oven. I don't know what yet, but something's going on. You have a hot spot, and the middle is just not doing anything. Or it could be the pan, right? It could be the type of pan. Now, here's a lesson, class. I don't like these pans. The color, they burn easily. If you're gonna buy, if you're gonna buy loaf pans or baking pans or anything, I mean, honestly, you can buy whatever you want. But I really suggest buying the light colored ones because they don't brown as fast. They cook evenly. They do the same thing as this, but this burns faster. Proven. Proven. I've done this 10 times. Here's the thing here. Right? So I have a mixture of these colors. Reason being because this is, I bought this when I first started baking. I'm like, oh, I need a baking pan. But then I learned along the way that these guys are better. The color, it's lighter. They don't brown as fast, and they cook even. So they could be the pan has been in the oven for an hour. I already know the bottom's toasted. I already know. It's because I smell it. I already know the bottom's toasted. I'm just like, can we not just bake something and it just no issues? Why have to be something? But yeah, so if you're starting out baking, honestly, use the light colored pans. The dark ones, they attract the heat, they trap the heat, they keep the heat. Okay? I'm talking from experience. So it's all I have at the time. I haven't replaced any yet. So I just use what I have. And you can use what you have. You just have to doctor it a bit, bake it at a lower temperature for a longer time. So instead of 350, maybe 325 or 300. But just little things like that. I tend to just throw everything in at 350. Don't ask me why. Like, coming to the Caribbean, everything 360, 350. But some things you don't need 350. You need it to be warm enough. Well, look, it's good. Yeah, okay. We're good. You just need it to be nice and warm, not scorching hot for you to get a good bake or good result. You know? I mean, you don't have to take my word for it. You can, test it out on your own, see what works for you, see what you like, see how you like your products. That's the only thing that I can suggest. The reason being is I I've done this years and years and years where I know what I like, I know my preference, I know what works for me. But I also know what works for my oven. Because I can take the same recipe and take it to someone else's oven totally differently. It's burnt. Like that happened to me once. I had an order of pies. I had to make some pecan pies. Okay, this was not working, and I had to go somewhere else to bake them. I lost money. Okay, everything is the same. Recipe is the same. Nothing changed. Dough is the same. Everything's the same. Same pans. Everything. Pop it in the oven. Flatline. So you just gotta know what you're working with. But these guys right here, the light colored ones, I'll call them. I don't think it's ugly, but the light colored pans. They work every time. They're a little better. They don't attract the heat as much. They don't trap it. They bake things evenly and they brown evenly. Okay? That's your tip of the day. It's my TED talk today. That's your tip. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and pull this out. It's baked for about an hour. Honestly speaking, as you can see, it's nice and bright. Some color and flavor going on. Got a nice little shape happening too. But whatever. Up so you can see it. So this is what we have. It's not jiggling anymore. It looks good. It's, it's delicious. This is what I was talking about. Said the banana split. Usually banana breads they split somewhere like this. I think sometimes people put a banana in the middle to prevent it from doing this. But I love me a good banana split. Okay, I love because it has character. You know. I wanna. Okay, I have a skewer. This is longer than the toothpick. It came out clean and nice, which is good. Oh, why is that even here? So this is good. This is we're good for this one. So it took about an hour. But I still have 10 minutes left. So it actually took a full hour to bake, which depending on the day, it might just take you 40 minutes. But as you can see, when I say I have a hot spot, do you see the unevenness? I hope you can see it. The color. Like, do you see how this side looks? And then when you turn it around, there's a little lighter. This is a little lighter. So I have a hot spot. Here is the proof that I can make banana bread. Yeah. I needed to prove that to myself, baby. I did. So I'm gonna take this out. and let it cool. Easy cleanup. Pan is clean. I mean, it's a bit oily, but it's easy to pull out and clean. So I like this. This is the size. Ooh, okay. It's not bad. It's not bad. It's not bad. Now, it's a bit hot. I'm not cutting it now. You're not going to see it cut. But I just wanted to show you the size. I want it to cool 100% before I even touch this with a knife. Because if you cut it prior to, it's going to do all sorts of nonsense. Okay? I want to make sure it's not stuck. Okay. It's not, but it's hot. Get rid of that. So this is our banana bread. Okay. This is it. Use the right amount of ingredients, but as you can see, it is a little darker here. Just a little bit. Because this can have a bake. But darker doesn't necessarily mean burnt. It's seasoned. Okay. But I'm gonna let this cool. I will update the thumbnail for this live so you can actually see what the banana bread looks like whole and sliced once it's cooled. And then I will post the picture on my community tab so you can get the full scope of this because I knew I could make banana bread. Like, okay. Now I'm just gonna check the final vote. Okay, so it looks like tomorrow we're gonna be making sweet potato bread. This is our redemption. And we're making sweet potato bread tomorrow. And then we'll be able to vote for what you want to see me make the following day. Okay, so come back here tomorrow. We'll be doing the live at, I want to say 10. Either 10 or 10:30, but look out for it. I will create it. We will go live tomorrow. Okay. I'm happy. I'm super excited. But that is it for this live. That is it for this video. If you're watching the replay, say hey in the comments. Let me know you're here. And I will see you back here tomorrow for another redemption story. Okay. I'm happy with the results. I need to have a conversation with my oven, but that's okay. All right. That is it. Now see you back here tomorrow.